Drivers behind the lines. In 3, 2, 1, go!
And we are off in the final match of the lower bracket. Whoever wins this match is going to finals. Whoever loses this match is going home. We have Autonomous going very, very well here on the Red Alliance side. But so is Blue having a rather productive Autonomous. But the Red Alliance will still walk away with the lead as the drivers take those controls. 254, grabbing an algae up off the reef. Already into the barge from the 5-time World Champions. 2910, the World Champions from 2025, going up to the barge as well. Meanwhile, on the Blue Alliance side, Velocity Raptors, algae in hand, as Blue Alliance going to be trying this processor strategy again, hoping these human players miss those shots into the barge, and it does happen. 94-15, placing another one inside of the process for Blue Alliance. An extremely interesting strategic call over here from the Blue Alliance. Meanwhile, on red, 2910 searching for a coral, placing it on L2. 972 doing the same on L3. 254 placing another algae up as another bounce out from the Blue Alliance barge. This processor strategy really working out for this Blue Alliance. In fact, that's keeping them within, in fact, pulling them ahead of the Blue-Red Alliance. It is incredibly close here, folks, with 1 minute and 15 seconds left. 94-15, placing one inside of the barge, out processor again, and we have another bounce out from the barge. This strategy really working out for this Blue Alliance, but Red Alliance staying focused as 254 and 97-2 scoring on this reef. Human players shots coming up. This one making it in and good. Nice work from the Red Alliance human player. 210 to 194 in favor of the Red Alliance at the moment. 40 seconds left. Another bounce out from the barge on the Red Alliance side. 59-40 placing inside of the processor yet again. 228 to 212 in favor of the Red Alliance still. Another bounce out coming from the human player, but that's okay. They're going to try it one more time. We have 20 seconds left in this match. 249 to 222. It's time to line up for those climbs. 972 getting lined up. Chaos Theory lined up for blue. Chaos Theory are up for blue. Jack and the Bot are up for red. We have a double climb on both sides of the field as time expires on playoff match number 13. And scores coming up from that match. It's your Red Alliance taking this one, 293 to 280. Alliance 1 is off to finals. And please help me in congratulating your number 3 seed Alliance, 94-50, 54-68. And their partners, they are off towards elimination. They have played amazing. but their competition has come to a close. It's now time to send it over to RSN for a breakdown of that match.
So, the number 1 seed advancing to the finals, but we see the back and forth already in this newly developing strategy that the 3 Alliance broke out here with the extra processor like Algae. We started to see some counterplay from the Red Alliance.
We're going to take you to the replay in a second, but first going to highlight the fact that Blue scored 16 processor Algae in this match, plus 2 net Algae, as opposed to 15 Algae ended up in the net on the Red Alliance,
It used
plus
to be
3 in the processor.
Every match in playoffs, it was like, okay, there are 18. If somebody has 8 and 10, there's the difference.
Yep.
Now, math.
Well, and I think the 2 net Algae from Blue were actually 254. Going to the bar, deciding, no, we're gonna try the processor thing, and then realizing that they're the only dude on Red trying the same strategy, and then giving up on it and going for the barge. I think that's where the 2 Blues came from for their net. Everything else from Blue goes straight into processor. Let's break this down a little bit more to see some of this Algae strategy that we've been having pop up. All right. Gonna look at the barge there. So 254 coming in with the Algae, trying to deliver it. And you can see that on the Blue Alliance, both 9450 and 5940 trying to overwhelm the human player from Jack in the Bot in the processor zone with just Algae galore. And she's throwing these shots up. They're going in for the most part, but at a certain point, the barge is starting to get a little bit overwhelmed. You can see it's stacked about 2.5 Algae high at this point. And some of these shots start to come back and rebound, and we start what's kind of like an Algae infinite of returning to play and becoming eligible for scoring. That is 6 points per Algae scored. Normally it's valued at 2 points apiece because of the barge offset, but once it's back in play, it's 6 points with no response.
One thing I think that I have not seen all season, we have seen this barge fill up, this net fill up over the course of the season. We've seen some of these kind of infinite cycles, but now we're seeing a new strategy from this human player here that I've never seen that I think is incredibly smart. They are intentionally overshooting a little bit. They're aiming for the back of the net there so that if and when they bounce out, because it's very full, it's going to end up on the red side of the field as opposed to continuing to bounce back to blue, go back in the processor, and be racking up points for their opponents.
And Red Alliance able to maintain focus over here, just keeping the reef filled with coral and placing the last couple of Algae into the net there and making sure that they were even on climbs.
Yeah, the Algae placement from 254 does end up coming at the trade-off of getting the deep climb. They all are only getting a park for that, but thankfully Blue Alliance matching them. Both teams running out of time here to really get everything completed the way that they wanted.
One of my favorite parts about Chezy Champs, I think, is that we're still seeing evolution on the game here. You may think we're done, may think we've seen every way to play Reefscape, but we're still seeing new stuff here this weekend, which is pretty fun.
Are we going to see that in finals?
I don't know, maybe we'll see something brand new.
There could be untapped potential in this game. Nice time to find out well after championships.
Yeah. Well, the one team that we've seen really take advantage of this strategy, they did just get knocked out, so it's kind of up for grabs. And if anybody's going to try it, it's going to be kind of uncharted waters for them as we enter the finals of Reefscape here at Chezy Champs.
Both of these alliances played in match 11, a 2-point match, so it's going to come down to execution as the finals typically do at a high-level competition like Chezy Champs. Both of those alliances in that match really kind of fighting over Algae, and now the one seed has to sort of whip back into sort of normal mode in the finals.
It'll be interesting. We certainly will see. You have to be on the top of your game in every aspect of the game here. Auto is super important. How many coral can you actually get to stick on there during the autonomous period? Algae is a limited resource here. You have diminishing returns as you fill up the reef. How many L1 can you really score? Can you stack them neatly? Can you keep them on there? It's gonna come down to executing every single piece of this, and I think we'll see some really close matches. I hope we will.
We hope we will. We know we will. It's Chezy Champs. It's got to be great.
So as we move into finals, both alliances getting ready for this rematch of match 11. Now we're back. We are out of the double elimination bracket. We are back into best 2 out of 3. So one of these alliances will win 2 matches and will be crowned the victors, but lots of opportunity here. So many scores. We saw 50 and 54 scoring elements in their last matchup, so we can expect at least that many as we go through these last 3 matches.
If these alliances end up trying new strategies and kind of something unorthodox as we've seen to Reefscape, do you think it's going to come up in Finals 1 when they have a little bit of leeway for them to try something out, see if it sticks, if not, go back to kind of a normal operation for Reefscape? Or are we expecting things to kind of play it exactly like it was Einstein?
I think it is really a matter of preference and opinion. My personal opinion is to go out and do what you've practiced and do the thing that you do good, real good every time, right? And see if they can match that or beat that, and then adjust if that doesn't go your way the first time. But I know a lot of people have different opinions on that.
Well, we will find out what happens in these finals. We will take it down to the field to see teams get ready for Chezy Champs finals.